let's just get started with just a gentle forearm rotations. This little helicopter drill. Let's go right arm, just back and forth. Go easy, because some of you have the full-size whip. This one's a kind of a junior whip that I love. Okay, so just right arm, just kind of loosen up those muscles right there. If you want to put your hand on your elbow, just for some stability, go ahead and do that. I like to do that. And I like to actually dig my fingers into my forearms a little bit, kind of loosen those forearms up. And then you can kind of move your wrist a little bit, arch it, bow it, kind of feel that loosening up in there. And then let's go ahead and do the same with the left arm. Let that rotate. Or just trade arms if you started with the left. Okay, so let's make sure when we start warming up, hitting some golf shots here in a few minutes, that our body's prepared to do that. Now I want you to take this, and when you meet Yogi Mark, he'll talk about this as well. Go ahead, and he calls this the martini glass. Okay, so arms up nice and tall, and let's just kind of side bend this a little bit. Hold that for a second. We'll use the word side bend a lot in the golf school. Go ahead and side bend the other way. Really feel the lengthening out of that stretched out side. Kind of go back. Awesome. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can step one foot in front of the other. Okay, so you get into a little bit of a yoga stance here, and then add a bit of side bend. You'll feel some hamstring and some calf stretch when you do that as well, of the trail calf, which is nice. And you're just kind of waking up your proprioceptors, getting your balance organized, because golf's a big part of balance. Or balance is a big part of golf. Okay, so switch feet. So I can feel, amazingly how balance plays a role in just being able to side bend with your trail foot back there, kind of working on that calf flexibility. So if you can, depending on the length of your whip, go ahead and let the whip go back behind you. Stretch out those shoulders. And over and back again. Okay, and over. Really feel like, for me, I just worked out the other day, so the pecs are tight. So this feels great for me. Good, and then another one I like to do is just take the whip and kind of run it down the middle of your back like this. Grab hold of it and really kind of stretch out that shoulder and back of that arm. Kind of try to pull the whip apart so you're stretching out that shoulder. And then let's just trade hands with the whip back behind us. And pull it apart, try to pull the balls off of both ends of the whip, stretch that shoulder out. Okay, and before we start swinging this, one more thing. We're going to take the whip and kind of crisscross our arms across our shoulders like this, you guys. Okay, and now from here, get in a golf posture, tip over. We'll use the expression heart down a lot in golf. And then from here, I want you to feel like you can let that, if you have the orange ball to your left and you're right-handed like I am, go ahead and let that orange ball point to the ground, and you can hear some distress in my voice as my diaphragm gets constricted a bit. Because a lot of you that are hitting fades have too much of a turn that's too flat. Okay, so we're going to learn to let our body work against ourselves a little for some power and some really good swing playing. So I'm making a right-handed motion now into a backswing, and then go into a left-handed motion. Take the opposite side and turn that down. Could do that a couple times. Okay, so now you could do that. Would be even faster if you did that on your own. But now you've kind of got yourself in a place ready to swing the whip. Because every golf swing, guys, it's a swing. Okay, we swing it back, we swing it through. We don't place it anywhere. We don't try to steer it. We don't try to control it. My mentor George Knudson used to always say you have to give up control to gain control. And in golf, you want to have basic command over things so you can give up control and play free golf. And what's neat about the whip is, now let's just start kind of making waist-high to waist-high swings. And just keep it going, don't stop. So my hands are just going a little bit past waist-high. The ball is naturally going a little bit higher because it has momentum. So let that continue to go. And then go ahead and let that, see, I just feel my shoulder pop a bit. That's why I wouldn't want to hit a golf shot without kind of going through a bit of a warm-up. And then let's let this get bigger and bigger and bigger until you feel like you can make your full range of motion. Okay, now you're almost ready to hit some golf shots, okay? Now one final thing, you guys. Let's take the whip and hold it a couple inches off the ground, okay? Now I want you to watch me. This whip's going to travel about 80 miles an hour. You see how peaceful the ball stopped in the end? Okay, watch again. You can even hear this a bit. So see how it goes from 80 miles an hour to 0 without going, right? Giggles, huh? So again, watch. I've taken some warm-up swings. I've felt some rhythm and balance. Now, a big part of golf is how you slow down in style. How your body puts on the braking mechanisms properly to slow down with style, okay? So now, kind of face down, down range. And let's go ahead and make that swing and see if you can hold the whip peacefully at the top in balance, facing whatever your imaginary target would be.